sponsored by Champions First Credit Union. And here today is their president and CEO, Chuck Adcock, to share a few words with us.
Is there a presentation with a clicker? Is this how we advance this? There we go. Hey, good morning, everyone. I am Chuck Adcock, President and CEO at Champions First Credit Union. I think this is the third time we've been able to participate in First Friday, and so we're just honored to be here and grateful for everything you guys do for the business community. The first time we were here, we introduced ourselves to the community, and last year we left you with a little bit of a cliffhanger. If you were here, we said, hey, there was a big announcement to come, and that big announcement was the rebranding of FSU Credit Union, which is how we started off in this community, to Champions First. So we, this past fall, made the decision to change our name. And what people ask sometimes is, why Champions First and then why now? For the longest time, we were FSU Credit Union, the Champion's Choice. And the idea of the Champion's Choice was linked to the many championships that Florida State University wins both on the field and in the classroom. We've got, with the exception of our football team last year, we've had a pretty historic run at a lot of successes. And so we had been the Champion's Choice. We had always wanted to be a champion, a financial champion for our members. And so as our footprint began to grow, we realized that it was necessary to expand to a broader market. We hear from time to time, oh, well, we'd love to bank with you, but I'm an Auburn fan or I'm a Gator fan. And while we don't know why anyone would be a Gator fan, we still wanted to evolve our brand in such a way that it made sense for our community, pay homage to our core, which is Florida State University, but still be a financial champion for our members. So what you saw, this is our branch on 77 here in town. What you saw is a brand, what we called evolution rather than eradication. We just subtly changed some of the elements to our brand, had a lot of help with marketing firms. And then you guys welcomed us to town a few years ago as FSU Credit Union, and then you were gracious enough to be part of our rebranding back in November as Champions First. So super excited to be here with a new brand, a new identity as part of our expansion. We continue to serve, we have 10 offices across 17 counties, and our footprint actually goes from Lake City all the way over to Pensacola, which is another reason why we decided to expand to a broader brand. Last time I was here, I reported on some of the good work we were doing with some of our fellow credit unions and our car dealers in the Bay County area and the millions of dollars we were infusing into local economy and capital. We've been expanding our commercial presence here. Most recently, we were able to participate in a very large hotel, financing of a large hotel, construction of a large hotel in a neighboring community, and so we're excited to continue to expand there. And then down front today, we have some of our team, and so led by Mary Harper, our branch supervisor. So if you haven't had a chance to come by and meet these folks, I hope you'll stop by and meet them afterwards, or stop by the branch on 77. So it's our pleasure and honor to be here today, supporting the group, and that's all we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. We appreciate the support you give to our community. You know, every month the chairman of the board gives us an update on chamber activities. I don't know if you know much about Shane, but he's kind of a tightwad. I mean, he pinches pennies. You've probably heard this. I think his wife cuts his hair. I think he cuts his wife's hair. I mean, he cuts his children's hair. But But the chamber staff kind of came together, and they spent a lot of money on this, but they came up with this piggy bank. So it's got the FPL logo on it. They spent a lot of money on this. And so for your pitching pennies, Shane, here you go. I want you to take that with you. So at this time, we'll introduce Shane to come up and talk to us about what's going on in the chamber.
Man, there's so much material there that I could expand on. You know, the slam on the Gators, you know, I want to be heard. Let's go Gators. Let's go Gators. And yeah, there will be, actually we'll be sponsoring, FPL will be sponsoring next month, so there will be more to come on the piggy bank. So we'll get someone here to talk about that in more detail. So welcome everybody, welcome to First Friday this morning. On behalf of Patrick Chapin, our CEO, and the chamber staff, we want to welcome you to this wonderful morning. I want to thank our sponsor, Champions First Credit Union. They've had my savings and check-ins for over 20 years. So glad to see you guys be here with us this morning. We're looking forward to hearing from Maria with CareerSource Gulf Coast. We look forward to hearing what she has to share. You know, training having a well-trained workforce in our community is a fundamental pillar to what we do in economic development and community growth. So we're looking forward to hear what Maria has for us today. And thank you, Joey, for embarrassing me in front of all these people, for being our MC and taking time out of your day to come and do this. We really do appreciate that. So I'd like to thank our Bay County Supervisor of Elections for being with us this morning in the rotunda and making sure that people have access to information and getting people registered to vote. If you have not registered to vote or you need information about that, please see them in the rotunda today to make sure that you're ready for municipal elections that are coming up very shortly. You can also request a mail ballot. That's one of my favorites, so take advantage of those options that you have before you. If you missed First Friday last month, we got to see FSU and Dr. Hannah showcase their garnet and gold and kind of renew the rivalry with the college across the street. And we're still trying to figure out who wins the prize for the most entertaining video and presentation. But we look forward to seeing that as we go through the years and just love the partnership that FSU and Gulf Coast State College have. Also in February, our Military Affairs Committee hosted a reception to bid farewell to Captain Bach. Most of you got a chance to meet him when he was with us. Thankfully, he's going to stay with us as a civilian and retire here. And then also, we passed the gavel from Kyle to Joe. Joe actually made it today. How about that, Joe? Call you out, right? Okay. So Joe's going to be our MAC chair this year, and I know he's looking forward to everything that he'll get to take advantage of as part of the MAC. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so staff. So chamber members attended the Florida Association of Chamber Professionals regional training last month. So this is an opportunity for our staff to learn best practices from other chamber professionals in the region, and it's always a good thing to have a strong staff at your chamber. Next week, here's the important stuff. March 13th, mark your calendars, next Thursday. This is the annual block party, sponsored by your board of directors and hosted by your board of directors and sponsored by Chevron. So this is one of the few events that we put on that's open to everybody in the community. We want to see you come out and take advantage of all the fun, food, and music, and maybe a couple of drinks if you so choose. And it looks like at this time, we may have special guests to highlight our March 13th T-Rex races. You should be very scared. I mean, it kind of looks like a gator, right? Be careful. Careful, careful. Oh, a little collision. Yeah, having done to that's a lot harder than it looks. I know it's hot in those costumes. So please try to get out next week and come see us next Thursday. Again, it's one of the few things that we do out and that's open to all of our community. So there is also room for more teams. If you have someone on your company staff that would like to participate in the race, we do have a few spots left to suit up and show us your athletic skills. Okay. Awards will be presented and winners will be posted on social media, and this is the registration for the T-Rex races. And Amy, I had a late night last night and just got back from Tallahassee very late in the evening, so I'm trying to collect my thoughts this morning. Bear with me. So Jennifer Wright is our VP of Events and Sponsorships, and she's going to be taking care of the T-Rex races. So if you need anything from her for next week, please see Jennifer, and we'll get more people signed up, and we look forward to seeing you there. All right. I'm excited to share that our Bay Young Professionals have partnered with BBIA Young Professionals and the Beach Chamber Young Professionals to host a Young Professional Candidate Forum on April 7th from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Bay County Library. This is a great opportunity for young professionals to engage with local politicians. and make their voices heard. We encourage you to attend and be a part of that conversation. And just when I was over in Pensacola, the young professionals over there did that. It's a great event. It's an opportunity to get folks, early in their voting careers exposed to the process, and I encourage you to take advantage of that as well. So our Leadership Bay Class of 42 needs your input. As part of their class project, they're collecting data on in-demand jobs and essential skills in our community. Your participation in this survey, there it is, will help support their growth efforts and support Bay County's workforce. So if you have not taken this survey, pull your phones out. They tell me it doesn't take long to do. Snap this QR code and fill out the survey. One of the underlying elements of the project is to collect data so that they can put a program around that. If they don't have data, it's kind of hard to build a program. So let's do that to support Leadership Bay. And I understand there's a few Leadership Bay folks in the audience with us this morning. We would just like to take a second and ask you to stand and be recognized. All right, go get them, Class of 42. Chamber ambassadors play a vital role in representing our chamber at various events such as grand openings, business after hours, and these First Friday events. These friendly faces and dedicated volunteers welcome new members and participate in important occasions like groundbreaking, grand openings, and more. So at this time, I don't think the ambassadors are here, are they? Please stand and be recognized. Always the life of the party, and we appreciate everything you guys do for us. So thank you. All right, so the ambassadors get to select our Apple of Our Eye award winners to recognize local businesses that make our community more visually appealing. This month, we have winners in both categories, including new construction and renovation, and our Apple of Our Eye award for new construction goes to Arc of the Bay, the James Finch Residential Home. So I had the occasion to go out to the grand opening for that, and that circle drive was lined with community leaders from all over the county, and it was a great event and a really, really lovely facility that you have there, so congratulations, Ron. Next up, our Apple of Our Eye Award for renovation goes to Something's Cooking Downtown. We have with us here this morning the owner, Ted Holland. Got it? Good. All right, Ron and Ted, we appreciate everything you guys do to make our town a more beautiful place to live and work and raise a family. Our business after hours in March will be the block party. How about that? In front of the chamber office. So another reason for you to be there next Thursday from 5 to 7. I hope you've got that on your calendar by now. And last but not least, planning for our Tourism Appreciation Month is underway. That'll be in May. It means that we'll have our annual spring golf tournaments, and that will take place, if you're also a golfer and you're working on your calendar, May 16th at Legacy Golf Club. That's all I have for this month. I want to thank you for joining us, and I'll turn it back over to Mr. Piggy Bank, Joey Ginn.
All right, now it's my pleasure to introduce today's program speaker. CareerSource Gulf Coast serves Bay, Gulf, and Franklin counties by providing critical services to ensure our region has a globally competitive workforce. These services include customized employment and training solutions that facilitate economic prosperity in partnership with education, economic development, chambers of commerce, community-based organizations, local governments, and businesses. I can attest to what a great job they do. I'm fortunate to serve on their board and get to see it on a monthly basis. They truly do a fantastic job in our community. They're probably overlooked in many cases because they are such a great team. Kim Bodine kind of leads the charge. But today, we are honored to have Maria Goodwin, Deputy Director of Operations and Programs for CareerSource. So Maria, please come up.
Thank you and good morning. It is an honor to be here with you today and talk about CareerSource Gulf Coast, an organization that I believe provides vital services that empower our community. Early on in my career with CareerSource, I was asked to go to a local business that was closing and talk about our services. If you've been in Panama City any length of time, this name may ring a bell. It was Boyd Brothers Printing, and they had been in business for over 80 years in Panama City. And if I'm going to be honest with you, this wasn't something I was thrilled about doing because I knew I was going to be walking into a very difficult situation, but I knew we could help. So I went on site and I had a team of my colleagues with me. And as I suspected when we walked in, you could see the devastation on the looks of their faces. And we started talking to them and kind of talking about our services, training paths that they could take. We had a list of job leads and even employers. And through the course of talking to them, you could see the atmosphere completely change. There was hope, and some of them even excitement about the prospects of doing something new. So I'm pleased to report that we were able to help a lot of those people find jobs quickly, some even making more money than they were. So that for me was a defining moment in my career with CareerSource because it's when I really realized that the work that we're doing is very impactful, not just for an individual, but for the whole community. We were able to help almost 100 people quickly find jobs. So what exactly does CareerSource do? Well, we operate 3 career centers. We have a full-service center here in Panama City, and then 2 satellite centers, one in Port St. Joe and one in Apalachicola. We provide free employment and training services, ensuring businesses have the skilled workforce and that job seekers have the tools and resources that they need to succeed. Our goal is to be the bridge between job seekers and employers. In doing so, we work with several great partners to develop services and programs, ensuring that they align with industry demands and community needs. So whether you're an employer looking for skilled workers, a job seeker in need of career guidance, or a student exploring career options, CareerSource Gulf Coast is here to help. You know, in my 18 years of working with CareerSource, I've heard us refer to as several different things. The Workforce Center, American Job Center, One Stop Center, but it never fails. People still refer to us as the Unemployment Office. Yes. While our career centers offer computers for people to file unemployment claims, our objective has nothing to do with helping people get unemployment benefits. Instead, we focus on employment and reemployment in order to strengthen our local economy and improve the lives of individuals and families. One of our primary missions is to assist individuals in finding and maintaining meaningful employment. Some of the key services that we provide to job seekers include career counseling and job placement assistance. Our career centers have professional employment specialists that work with individuals to assess their skills, interests, and career goals. In case you didn't catch this earlier, all of our services are free of charge to anyone looking for a job or perhaps looking for a better job. That includes high school students looking to enter the workforce for the first time, dislocated workers looking for a new career path, veterans transitioning out of the military, or even seasoned professionals looking for executive level positions. Last year, we assisted 4,236 individuals with their job search. This included services such as resume writing, job referrals, interview preparation, and career exploration. Another service that we offer that's not as well known is our scholarships for training. CareerSource Gulf Coast works with local educational partners such as Gulf Coast State College, thank you Glenn and Dr. Flaxhyman, and Haney Technical College to provide in-demand jobs in fields such as healthcare, information technology, welding, aviation, and public safety. With these in-demand skills and certifications, individuals can find good-paying jobs to support their families. And the best part about our scholarships is that we can pay for more than just tuition. If a student has other training or employment-related expenses that they can't afford, CareerSource can help with those. And it may include transportation to and from training, work attire, uniforms, test prep materials, or even exam fees. Last year, 85 scholarships were provided to individuals in our community. Of those that completed training, 98% went to work at an average wage of $26.79 an hour. The other part of the work we do is working with businesses like you. Employers are a vital part of our workforce ecosystem, and CareerSource works with businesses across all industries. Last year, we provided over 1,000 services, or 1,000 businesses with services. Just like job seekers, all of our services are free, and they include recruitment and hiring assistance. Through our Employ Florida website, we can advertise your vacant positions to the local community and around the state. Jobs will also be promoted to the visitors who walk through our career centers. And last year, we had over 12,000 visitors. In addition to getting the word out about your vacant positions, we can assist with screening candidates. Our staff can screen an applicant's resume or an employment application based on your minimum qualifications, saving you both time and money in the hiring process. We can also administer skills assessments. We have a wide range of skills assessments available so that you can not only figure out if that candidate has those skills, but you can determine their proficiency in that skill. Our career centers are set up to serve employers, and as such, we have office space available by reservation. This can be used for interviews, staff training, onboarding, and recruiting events. And while I'm talking about recruiting events, let me just say we have one of our largest recruiting events, our job fair is coming up tomorrow. It's the Bay County Job Fair at Gulf Coast State College. But our team really has expertise and a lot of experience in recruiting and job fair events. We do this on a regular basis at our job centers. So if you have multiple openings, job fairs can really be an effective recruitment strategy, and our team would be very happy to help you with organizing it and promoting it. The last thing that I wanted to touch on today is our work in building a talent pipeline and growing the labor force. Investing in the future workforce is just as important as supporting today's job seekers and businesses. CareerSource Gulf Coast focuses on serving targeted groups in order to engage them in the local workforce or assist them in re-entering the workforce. I'd like to highlight just a few, but we've got several special programs. The first one is our out-of-school youth program. And we call it our youth program, but technically it serves young adults age 18 to 24. And through the program, young adults get to explore careers so they can figure out their career pathway. A key component in this program is providing paid internships so that young adults can gain valuable work experience, develop soft skills, and obtain career-ready skills while earning an income. Another targeted group that we focus on is our military veterans, transitioning service members, and military spouses. We have a dedicated team to serve those individuals who are veterans and military spouses themselves. They provide information on the local job market, assist them with matching their military skills and experience with civilian careers, resume development, and interview preparation. CareerSource Gulf Coast also offers paid internships to veterans and active duty spouses so they can explore different career fields as well. And lastly, we support individuals with barriers to employment. A key initiative that we're involved with on this front is a program called Hope Florida. Hope Florida is gaining momentum across the state and generating big economic impacts. The program is spearheaded by First Lady Casey DeSantis, and it uses Hope Navigators to pull together community resources to assist those in need on a pathway to prosperity. In our line of work, we see people who cannot find a job or maintain a job due to barriers, such as transportation, childcare, housing. And through the program, Hope Navigators can pull together a large network of community resources from public sector, private sector, and even faith-based to overcome these barriers. CareerSource is proud to be a community partner to assist with employment and training resources. And as part of this partnership, we're looking for businesses to become a Hope Florida employer. So what does that mean, to be a Hope Florida employer? Well, it means that your business will embrace hiring individuals, overcoming employment barriers, commit to training and investing in untapped talent, post your positions with us on Employ Florida, and offer flexibility to empower individual success where possible. As a Hope Florida employer, your business can access a motivated talent pool while supporting fellow Floridians on their path to economic independence. We believe this initiative offers a unique opportunity to address labor shortages and make a positive community impact. So if you're interested in joining us in this worthwhile endeavor, please take a look at the flyer that's at your table, and our point of contact for that is Dewey Powell. So before I wrap up my comments today, I wanted to take a few minutes to recognize some of our team members. On the leadership front, I'd like to recognize Joey Ginn, who's chairman of our board, and Kim Bodine, our executive director. Thank you both for your leadership and your vision. Next, I'd like to introduce the rest of my team that's here today. They are the dedicated professionals behind all the great work and services that I've already talked about. Angela McLean, Dewey Powell, Eva Woods, Becky Samaripa, Jerry Boucher, Jennifer Miller, Paul Creelman, Jeannie Waxenfelter, Kathy Motley, Linda Cohen, Joe Harris. Did I miss anybody? Thank you, guys. It's an honor to work with you. So as I close, I hope that when you leave here today and you hear the name CareerSource Gulf Coast, you will think of us as your community resource, not the unemployment office. So if you know anyone that's looking for work, please tell them about our services and the Bay County Job Fair that's coming up tomorrow at Gulf Coast State College. If you're a business in need of workforce solutions, I encourage you to reach out to our team. Together, we can build a stronger, more prosperous community. Thank you very much.
I mean, how many employers will you have at that work fair tomorrow, Maria? Any idea? How many employers will you have at the workforce, the job fair? 37. That's remarkable. Now, great job. CareerSource does a fantastic job, and thank you for the team here. They really make it happen. And as chairman, I just do whatever Kim Bodine tells me to do. All right, this portion of our program where we do community announcements. Everyone, please stop and listen. Announcements are limited to charitable, nonprofit organizations only. It's extremely important that you limit your announcements to 15 seconds. You'll be glad to know the Chamber's extended that from 10 to 15. I also want to remind everybody, we have done such a great job the past 2 months with keeping these concise. I'll ask you that you do the same this go around. So, Tamara.
Okay.
Gulf Coast Children's Advocacy Center, Stars and Guitars, April 3rd, 2025. Aaron Besant. Tickets, general admission is only